Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, very good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay, how's your preparation?
It's going fine, sir.
Okay. And when's the interview?
It's day after tomorrow, 21st.
Okay. Any nervousness?
A little. This is my first interview, so I am a little nervous.
Okay. Have you given any other interviews anywhere before? Any mock interviews?
No, sir. Not
Okay.
yet.
And any interviews otherwise?
No, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I have scheduled one more interview after this interview. So two interviews I'm planning.
Okay. Okay. When are you planning your second interview? Tomorrow?
In the evening, today only.
Okay. Today only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine. Right. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So could you please introduce yourself to the board?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I brought up in Dehradun, Uttarakhand, from where I did my basic schooling. After that, I moved to Delhi, from where I did my graduation in BSc Physical Sciences from St. Stephen's College, University of Delhi. Post that, I prepared for civil services for some time. And presently, sir, I am in the last semester of my post graduation that I'm doing in environmental science.
Mm-hmm. So from where are you doing your post-graduation?
It's through IGNOU, sir.
Okay. Open University. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So from physical sciences to environmental sciences, how do you explain that transition?
So, with the changing scenario, and as we see that climate change is a global phenomena and how important it is for every individual to combat it. So, that is
Mhm.
why I changed my thought process from physical sciences to environmental science.
What was the thought process when you chose physical sciences?
I had interest in science and maths. So,
Mhm.
and at that time, it was decided I did not want to do engineering basically at that point in
Mhm.
time. So, I thought that this was the best alternative to it.
And what were your subjects in graduation?
So it was physics, maths, and computer science. So, and chemistry was there for only 2 semesters, and we had English for 2 semesters, and environmental science for 1 semester.
Who is called the Bard of Avon?
Sorry, sir.
Who is known as the
Bada?
Bard of Avon?
Sorry, sir. I do not know
Have you
about it.
heard of this gentleman called William Shakespeare?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, he's known as. Okay, now tell me, why did you not go for research or for other opportunities? Because after your graduation, you could have got some other opportunities as well, further studies abroad.
Yes, sir. I could have, but I was more inclined towards government services, so I did not push into that sector.
So don't you think that time you invested there might go to waste?
No, sir, I'm confident I'll do something in this sector only. It won't go to waste because the knowledge that we accumulate, I don't think it goes to waste anywhere.
Okay. Can you tell me the story or what's the secret behind your unique name?
Yes, sir. Actually, my parents had read this name in this poem called La Belle Dame Sans Mercy by John Keats. And when I was born, they tell me that they saw a lot of compassion in my eyes. So they decided to keep my name on that poem.
So how do you spell your name? It's C-I or C-Y?
It's CY, sir.
But I think in that poem it would have been C-I guess.
Yes, sir. It was CI only, but they changed it. Actually, CI also means thank you in French, and
Mhm.
they wanted to have a meaning which is more related to compassion. So that's why they kept it CY.
Okay, wonderful. Now tell me something about Dune that I may not know.
So Dehradun.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is basically a valley which was
Mhm.
established by Sri Ram Rai Mohan Ji, and it was called so because he believed it to be a dera. That's why the name comes Dera, and Doon means
Mhm.
valley. So that's how the name was kept Dehradun, and
Mhm.
it has uh, It has a lot of recreational hotspots over here as well. And the famous
Mhm.
Forest Research Institute of India is also situated here, Wildlife Institute of India as well. So
Mhm.
all of those things. Even Labasna is situated in Mussoorie.
And
Um,
another important training institute is also located in Dehradun.
Sorry, sir. Train
Ano-
and
Another important training institute is located in Dehradun.
even for the CAPF, ITBP is located in Mussoorie.
I'm talking about Dehradun. There
Dehradun,
is a
sir.
very popular institute. It
Wildlife
identifies
Institute of India.
it identifies Dehradun in a big way. Indian Military Academy.
Yes, sir. Sorry. I could not recall it. It's just very near to
IM.
FRI only. Yes, sir.
IM. So
Yes, I am.
didn't you ever think of joining the forces?
No, sir. That thought did not come across my mind.
Okay. So were you not enthused by the charm of the uniforms?
So actually, the school that I went into, there was not a lot of sports activities over there, and I was not a very physically fit person. Also, I would say, as per the army requirements. So
Mhm.
that thought did not actually cross my mind. But I have huge respect for all the army people who are serving our nation.
Which school you studied?
I studied from the Brightland School.
Okay. So there was no focus on sports.
Not really, sir.
Mhm.
Not really.
And what makes you think that now, coming in this organization, you just mentioned that you don't consider yourself as physically fit. So how would you transition to this organization, which may have certain physical ordeals and demands going forward?
Yes, sir. So, sir, when I did my 12th, that time I was not a very physically fit person. But when I joined my college, that time I was quite active. I participated in the hiking activities, even
Mhm.
the tournaments that would happen in college. And since
Mhm.
then, I think it's a long time. I have improved on my fitness. Now,
Mhm.
I think I'm physically fit. Also, I think the kind of organization it is, we also require to have a mental ability and physical
Mhm.
ability both. So I think I will be suited for that role.
What is the role of physical fitness in the overall well-being of a person?
So I think physical fitness releases some sort of hormones in our body that also
Could you name
affects our mental well-being.
could you please name those hormones?
Adrenaline rush is one, but apart from that, also other hormones that make us that make our mind really satisfied, and we can better
Very
utilize our
popular,
day.
very popular hormone that you might have come across. You must have read about that.
Oxytocin, no, sir. Uh,
Dopamine,
it's a happy
dopamine,
hormone.
dopamine,
Dopamine. Yes, sir.
dopamine, and
Dopamine.
serotonin.
Serotonin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, tell me, what is your understanding of India's security scenario at present?
Okay, sir. So India has two very adverse neighborhoods, that is Pakistan and China. For
Mm-hmm.
that, we are building our infrastructure really well to
Mm-hmm.
combat those situations. For example, in Jammu and Kashmir, we are building that DBO road by BRO. So that is a
Mm-hmm.
good initiative.
Which road?
Also,
Which road are we building?
DBO, Daulat Oldie Beg, on that
Well,
junction.
it is
Yes,
in
sir.
Jammu and Kashmir.
It's in Leh Ladakh as per the
So
north. Yeah.
it's not a part of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
It's DSDBO road.
Yes, sir. DST.
Darbuk Shop, Daulat Beg, Oldie Road. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, sir, for that, our infrastructure and also the Vibrant Village program that the government has launched, that is also a good
Mm-hmm.
initiative because I feel that the locals are the best to alert the army and also the
Mm-hmm.
intelligence. The locals have to be involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Pakistan is concerned, sir, we have varied issues, maritime border as well through the Gujarat side, then the Rajasthan area as well. So, sir, from there also we need to build on our military capabilities and also the infrastructure. Sir, if we come to Bangladesh side, so as far as the northeast is concerned, there is a lot of porous borders. For that, we have to increase our surveillance capabilities, I feel. And also the narcotics trade is increasing through poppy cultivation and all of those things. So NCRB and those organizations, there should be capacity building amongst those organizations.
NCRB
Yes, sir.
or
Narcotics.
or NCB?
NCB, sorry, sir. I got confused. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, you talked about Bangladesh and the porosity of the borders.
Yes, sir.
Recently, we have seen there has been a regime change in that country,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's kind of a military coup, we can call it. And there
Yes,
have
sir.
been reports of involvement of foreign agencies,
Yes, sir.
allegedly the Inter-Services Intelligence of Pakistan and the CIA. How do you see this, going forward, particularly with respect to India's own interest in that region, and also, as you mentioned, about the porosity of borders?
Yes, sir. So, this military coup that we can say it is not a good news for India for sure, because it might increase the influx of refugees like it has happened in the past. Also, sir, the situation there is very has a long history, and as far as India is concerned, uh, we need to worry about it because there are chances that foreign intelligence is involved, and also China aspect because they are getting closer to China, and to have enemy neighbors on both the borders, two sides, is not a good news for India. So we need to increase our
So, mhm.
surveillance.
About implications on India's northeast?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, so it can create instability, sir, because the terror
How?
groups that operate through Bangladesh in India's northeast,
Can
so
you
that
name?
will
Can you
get
name
reactivated.
which terror groups operate through Bangladesh?
So I cannot recall the name, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of this term called chicken's neck?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me.
So it's a small stretch of land which is near to Siliguri, which is also called Siliguri corridor, that connects the northeast to the entire India, and it's the only. It's important for us. Otherwise, we have a long trade transport route if we do not have that. And China's aim would be to dissect it so that it's beneficial
Mhm.
for them.
Okay. Are you aware of any other chicken's neck when we talk about Indian territory?
Uh, any other chicken snack? No, sir.
Can
About
you
Indian territory, no, sir.
can you think of it?
About the maritime domain also, if I can go.
No, it's the land border. A
Chicken
small
snack.
a small hint. It is with India's borders with Pakistan.
Can we say the POK region where we get connected to Afghanistan? No. Uh, Cori Creek? Cori Creek.
Where is it
Hmm.
located?
Cori Creek is in Gujarat region, Gulf of Kutch.
No, no, not
Also.
that. So basically, there's another chicken's neck in Jammu and Kashmir in the
Okay, sir.
Akhnur sector, that is the dagger during 1961 war, the area called Pargwal. There is
Okay,
this
sir.
small chicken's neck as well. So this is the second chicken's neck that we have in India.
Okay, sir.
Siliguri
Thank you, sir.
corridor, Siliguri corridor, everyone knows about, but this
Yes, sir.
one people hardly know about it. So do
Yes,
read
sir.
about it as well, and
Yes,
how
sir. I heard about it.
it was significant during
Uh,
1961 war, what happened
okay, sir.
there.
Yes, sir. Okay,
I
sir.
have personally been posted there, so that is why I am also aware of it.
Yes, sir. This is for the first time I've heard about it. So thank you, sir.
Well, so now let's talk about, you also mentioned when we're talking about India's security scenario, we discussed about the borders on Rajasthan. Could you please
Yes, sir.
highlight what are the unique challenges our border guarding forces are facing guarding the desert landscape in Rajasthan with Pakistan?
Yes, sir. So, firstly, it's a very large border area that we have with Rajasthan, and being a desert, the major problem is the temperatures. They soar very high during the day, and at night, the temperatures fall down to a very low level.
Mm-hmm.
So, to maintain an army over there at such high temperatures is one of the biggest challenges, I think. And also the proper equipments for that region.
Anything else you can think of?
So the boundary region per se, we do not have. No, sir, I cannot think of anything else.
Threat of narco terrorism?
Yes, sir, terrorism, especially opium that gets transported. Also,
Also,
drones are being used these
also
days.
arms are being
Supplied, yes, sir.
yeah.
Arms
Also the
smuggling.
challenge with respect to the sand dunes, as they
Yes,
keep
sir.
changing,
Yes,
their
sir.
shape, so it becomes difficult to, assess the enemy locations and all. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, how can we leverage technology on India's western borders with Pakistan?
Western borders. Um, yes, sir. So, sir, drones can be used to check whatever is happening where manpower is not possible. Other than that, sir, uh, electric fencing could be done on that area so that arms smuggling and all of those things do not happen. Then, sir,
Mhm.
uh, e-technology can be leveraged.
Have you heard of the CIBMS?
Yes, sir. Comprehensive
Comprehensive
integrated border
Border.
management system that can be used, sir.
Okay. Now, our relations with the Western country are currently on a very high low. I would say a very high low. I would emphasize
Yes, sir.
that, a high low. So,
Yes,
what
sir.
do you think? Why is this happening, and could we have handled the situation better, or was Canada correct in accusing us without sufficient proof? Analyze this entire specter of evolving geopolitical situation between the two countries.
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
So, differences between India and Canada are due to the extremist forces that are operating in India through via Canada, and also the populist measures that the government over there is using to garner the
Mhm.
vote bank politics. So,
Mhm.
as far as India is considered, India has always maintained not to interfere in others' internal matters, and we continue to do that. So it's only fair to say that Canada, on a global platform, to accuse India of such a thing without having concrete proofs um, is not really a good sign of Canada to do that. And sir, I think India has handled the position really well because we need to take a stand for ourselves. If we do not do that, nobody else is going to come to our rescue. So, and we have handled the position really well, I think so.
Are you aware of the five eyes? What
Yes,
do you
sir.
understand when I say the term five eyes?
Yes, sir. So, Five Eyes basically consist of USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and sir, South Korea, if I'm not wrong, sir. Or Japan, sir. I am not really sure about the fifth one. So they do share military intelligence amongst each other. So
Mhm.
that is their main goal, and they do share it with each other, the intelligence.
Okay. Tell me, who is the current president of the Islamic Republic of Iran?
Sir, I'm not sure, but sir, maybe uh, Ayatollah Khomeini. I'm not sure. Ayatollah Khomeini. Not
Ayatollah
sure.
Khomeini is the president of Iran, right?
Yes, sir, but I'm not sure about it.
Then could you please tell me who is the supreme leader of Iran?
Sir, I think that is Ayatollah Khomeini.
Then who is the president?
That I cannot recall, sir. I'll read about it.
Okay. Could you please analyze the current situation in the Middle East with special reference to the strengthening of ties between Islamic Republic of Iran and Russia.
Yes, sir. So basically, the problem between Israel and Palestine is a very long historical problem. And due to this problem, sir, there have been two fractions. One is supported by the Western side, for example, USA. Israel is supported by them. And, sir,
Mhm.
Russia, Russia, Iran, and China also, we can say that supports Palestine. And they have Hezbollah group in Lebanon also, which is funded by Russia, Iran. So that is the issue.
Hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about Hezbollah?
Yes, sir. So it is a militant organization that is funded by Iran, and
Can
that,
we can we call it a resistance organization or is it a militant organization?
so for them it can be a resistance organization, but for us, I think it's a militant organization because,
For us as in India?
yes, sir, for India.
Okay. That's the official stand of the government. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. They are a
Okay.
militant organization.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So they have been supporting the Palestinian resistance, wherein they do not want a two-state solution for it, and they support the um, PLO, I think. They support them. And whenever a fight is happening, they do support the Palestinians and they attack Israelis forces.
Now, Iran's ambassador to India, Mr. Iraj Ilahi,
Yes,
he
sir.
has condemned Israel's classification of Hezbollah as a terrorist organization. They call it that it is a political party, it is a resistance group. How do you respond to that?
So if we look at from Israel's perspective, I think they are right because if a group is continuing to kill so many of their citizens, they are using terror as a means to kill their citizens. So I think they are right at their stand that they are a terrorist organization.
Okay, there is another terrorist organization or a militant group that launched an attack on Israel on October the 7th, 2023. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me which group I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. It's called Hamas, which operates from the Gaza Strip.
Now, tell me the history of Hamas, how it originated, and what is the current status.
Okay, so sir, I think Hamas originated when Israel as a country was forming, and there were two blocks, West Bank and Gaza Strip. So West Bank actually agreed to have two-state solution to that problem,
Mhm.
but Hamas did not agree to it, and they do not consider Israel to be a country at all.
Mhm.
So I think that's how it originated.
Okay, one final question.
Yes, sir.
Why should we select you?
So I think as a person, I am a very secretive person and I have the ability to take out information from other people. So I think I would use my capabilities in your organization and I'll be an asset
Mhm.
to IB, I think.
Mhm.
Uh, I think, sir, that is one reason that you should select me.
Okay, thank you. Your interview is over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How was the experience?
Sir, I was a little nervous and I could not answer some questions. I felt that there was some
How,
knowledge gaps.
how was the overall experience of the interview?
Um, Fine, good, I would say. Good.
And were you able to process the questions that were asked?
Yes, sir, but I could not answer them. I could not frame my answers correctly, I think. I knew whatever you were saying, even the
Mhm.
answers that you were telling me, but I could not say those things that way.
Okay. Now, first of all, you talked about climate change is happening, and that's why I shifted to from physical sciences to EVS. I think you can frame a better answer there. Okay.
Yes, sir, I did not. Yes, sir.
Let's
Okay.
let's not get into idealistic realm. Okay.
Yes,
Let's be
sir.
more let's give more practical reasons and genuine reasons.
Yes, sir.
Definitely that is not the reason.
Yes, sir.
So we should be more honest here. because they will read into this. They know
Okay,
that
sir.
there were reasons other than your commitment to climate change. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Secondly, you should also read about Hindu and Stephen's controversy. It keeps happening, Hindu or
Yes, sir.
Stephen.
Yes, sir.
वो
Yes,
थोड़ा
sir.
सा पढ़ लेना.
Okay, sir.
And about from Stephens to IGNOU, what are the, when you're doing a proper regular course, regular education, and then an open education, what are the challenges and differences? Read about that as well.
Yes,
And
sir.
one, a big red flag that you should avoid is, you said I was not physically fit in 12th. That
Yeah.
choice of words has to be very, very careful. You have
Yes,
to be
sir.
careful while choosing your words. That really
Okay.
lands you in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't mention this, that, and don't mention in school there was no sports or nothing. Don't
Okay,
mention
sir.
that.
Okay.
Why do we have to go into that territory at all?
Yes,
They,
sir.
they wouldn't know whether there was sports or no sports or whatever.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you should rather be very careful when in the disclosure of the information also. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And about internal security, when we talked about DSDBO,
Yes, sir.
you know it is in Ladakh, and now Ladakh is a UT, J&K is a
Yes,
separate
sir.
UT. So be
Yes, sir.
careful when you speak. You also
Yes, sir.
knew about NCB and NCRB, and then there was a slight mistake that
Yes, sir.
could have been avoided.
Yes, sir.
And I think your understanding of the impact of Bangladesh war on the India's northeast region, that could have been articulated much better. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you could have articulated that better. And about the use of technology, when I asked this question about Rajasthan border, the use
Yes,
of
sir.
technology question, you could have answered. I would expecting much better answer. Answer was decent. It was okay, but
Yes, sir.
you could have done
I
much better.
Yes, sir. I knew about the sand dunes and everything. It's just that I don't know why I could not say
Happens,
much.
happens. It happens.
Yes, sir.
I'll come to that as well. But I'm just trying to tell you where the
Yes, sir.
area first. And about the president of Iran, if you're not sure who is, because this is too much in news,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're not supposed to skip this information. Okay,
Yes, sir.
do read about it. Uh, do
Yes,
read
sir.
about Shanghai Cooperation Organization also, that summit recently concluded,
Yes,
and
sir.
its members, all 10 members, Belarus being the latest. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Okay, sir.
you could have analyzed the question. You should not listen to the question carefully when I talked about the impact of strengthening of Russia-Iran ties on the war that is happening in the Middle
Okay.
East. Question was precisely that. So
Okay. Okay.
answered well, but then I wanted how that alliance
Fine.
becoming
Yes, sir.
stronger is going to impact kind of axis emerging there. We
Yes, sir.
have
Yes, sir.
US backing Israel and here Russia coming behind, putting its weight behind Iran.
Yes,
That I wanted your nuanced understanding of that part as well.
yes, sir.
And we read a little bit more about Hezbollah and Hamas as well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And about the last question, avoid saying that I'm a very secretive person and all that. Give more
Mhm.
practical reasons. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Give
Okay.
more practical. They will teach you what is to be taught, but
Okay,
there
sir.
are the facets of your personality that are like the normal things. Let's not
Yes, sir.
try to tether our personality, via argument to the roles and responsibilities. That would
Yes,
be
sir.
just be normal.
Okay, sir. Okay.
One of the candidates, they mentioned that I read books, I read spy novels. I'm very interested in the world of intelligence. I asked questions and they were not able to answer those
Yes,
questions.
sir.
So
Sir.
we shouldn't go into that territory. आराम
Yes,
से
sir.
अपना personality reflect करना है. That will be
Okay.
much better, right? So this was the feedbacks that I wanted you to, you know, get some improvements on. Otherwise, overall, what I would say that overall you're a good candidate. Having
Okay.
having observed all these candidates, I don't think there was anything wrong with your answers.
Okay, sir.
Small mistakes here and there do happen, but overall you are a good candidate. You are a potential candidate. That's what my assessment is.
Okay, sir.
Only small tweaks here and there would be enough to sail you through.
Okay, sir.
When is your interview?
It's on the 21st, day after tomorrow.
First day after tomorrow. Okay. what
Ji,
you're doing
Yes,
currently.
sir.
About the Five Eyes, you should have been sure about that as well. It's United Kingdom, the fifth country.
Yes, sir. UK. Yes.
It's two there, and in between UK connection.
Yes, sir.
Kind of that's the Five Eyes. It's a Five Eyes. Basically, it's the intelligence network of intelligence agencies. They share information, not just military, otherwise as well.
Okay, sir.
And about the Gurpatwant Singh Pannu issue also there. The
Yes,
Five
sir.
Eyes has corroborated involvement of an ex-Indian intelligence officer in
Yes,
a
sir.
alleged plot to kill Mr. Pannu.
Yes, sir.
That is what the Five Eyes say. That is not the Indian stand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Avoid mentioning anything that would embarrass the government. Don't
Yes,
say
sir.
anything of that sort. You have to be very careful. Choice of words has to be very, very categorical.
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts or queries, you can fire it.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you, should I just read about Northeast, Bangladesh, all of these topics that you just mentioned? I should just read about those things.
Definitely. Haven't you read about that?
I have, but not in great detail. For example, the origination of Hamas. So that I
that you must read about it. Because see, right now what is happening in the world? Ukraine war has been happening for quite some time.
Yes,
we
sir.
have conflict in the Middle East. Now we have the India-China axis, India-Canada axis opening up.
Yes, sir.
We have a persistent now. If you're applying for a security organization, you are required
Yes,
to know India's security concerns. Also
Yes.
in the maritime domain.
Yes, sir.
What's the geostrategic ball game there?
Yes, sir.
Everything needs to be taken care in that regard. Yes.
Okay, sir. And sir, also about the fact that if they ask me, why should we take you in? Like, what should be my strengths and all?
Tell me what are your strengths? How can I speak for you? That's
The mental ability and the physical ability, I think.
Think about it. Introspect. If you want, you can take a session tomorrow as well. I think we need a few ironing of the flaws, little bit
Yeah.
ironing. Maybe we need. If not a mock, I would suggest you have a small session.
Okay, sir.
Work on
Yes,
these things because you come very late for the mock. It's already 1 day prior. It is always advisable to come early. But anyways, better late than never. There was this candidate who had certain things. 1 day before the interview, he called me at 11:30, and after that he said, "Sir, you told me a few things and I avoided. Otherwise, it would have been a blunder." There were a few things
Yes,
that,
sir.
sometimes we are not aware of those things. So we are too caught up in the preparation. We are not able to have a bird's eye view.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it helps. Otherwise, you're a good candidate. Nothing much to bother.
Yes, sir. So can we take that session tomorrow wherein I can put my questions?
We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, sir.
But I would first suggest you to go through what all things we discussed and the areas that we need to work on.
Yes, sir.
Put in some extra effort regarding these areas. I think personal questions you would be able to handle most likely.
Yes, sir.
But some knowledge, lacunas if there are, please plug
Yes,
them.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. Good luck.
Thank you.